All right, and here we go. Smoke sesh. It's a water jar. Water for me. I just got vaccinated. So.
Yeah. Cheers. Congrats on that, by the way.
Yeah, I got it the day before they decided to stop letting people get the goddamn Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So
That's gotta feel great, right?
yeah, I feel fucking privileged as fuck.
I was thinking about you too. I was like, oh man, I thought you were getting it today. So.
And no, I thought it'd be a smart idea to get it the day before I do my very first podcast. Now, man, Matt, I am so happy to have you in here today, man. When I thought about making this podcast, I'm not even joking. You were the absolute first and only person, so I'm happy you said yes.
Yeah.
I just want to tell a fun, awkward story. I told it on your podcast, which actually, wait, where are my manners, man? Want to plug some stuff?
Yeah. I'll plug some stuff. I mean, I'm here because of you. You know, this is your show, but thanks for giving me that opportunity. Yeah, Broken Hammer. Johnny's been a guest on the show a couple times. He's probably in a lot of our Vault episodes because we ended up getting a little too toasty. But this last one that we have posted is with Johnny. It's a really good one. So definitely check that out. Ours is kind of beer related, so you got your weed on this one, you got your beer on ours. Give it a shot. Should be fun.
Fuck yeah, the whole. Then we'll just have to start like a ecstasy one.
Yeah, just get the whole gambit there.
These are blue dolphins, and we're gonna put on some music and touch each other. But I mean, what else do you do on ecstasy?
Sounds like my Friday night.
But man, I got you on here because I want to do a special guest every week, and you, I think, are
the most special.
The most special. You're the specialist person. I'm not allowed to say the other kind of special word you are, but because YouTube doesn't like it. But you're a prime example, I think, of stoner dads, and we're gonna get into that a little later because I still want to get back to what I mentioned. And I know I've told the story on your podcast, so I'm sorry if I'm boring your people, but this man is the nicest, kindest man, and everyone fucking says that bullshit, but you are a man above. I'll never forget the fucking way we met. Classic story of being high and drunk at the same damn time.
Oh yeah.
And you heard that I needed a job at the movie, and you said you worked at the movie theater, and that I should come in and I should apply. So I put on my only button-up shirt, comb my hair, I go to this goddamn movie theater, and I see this man, and I go, hey, I'm gonna need to turn in a resume. He goes, oh yeah, you can turn that in to me. And I go, oh yeah, but my friend Matt told me to bring it in. And that's when I learned that I was talking to Matthew Martinez.
It's like, dude, Johnny, it's me.
Yep. That's a classic fucking Johnny moment. And then you became my boss, and we became best friends.
Best friends ever since.
Best friends ever since.
No, I'm super excited. Yeah, it's we've known each other for a while.
Yeah.
That was pretty much high school days, I guess. Maybe a little bit after high school.
Yeah, just the end of high school going into what people call adulthood.
Yep, and our paths have crossed throughout our careers, movie theaters, video game stores.
Yes.
Yep. Who knows? Maybe I'll jump in and be a bud tender with you. Let's get it going. Full circle.
I was gonna say we already got two of the bigger stoner circles right there.
Yeah.
Let's just wrap it all up with weed.
Dude, it makes sense now when you look at my career path. The jobs that I chose, it's like, do you think he smokes? I don't know. What give you that idea?
Yeah. What the last three things would be the fucking movie theater, GameStop, and then beer. Stonerific. But you got those videos?
Oh yeah.
Now.
Now the second one I struggled, so I just found one that was really cool that I saw recently. So,
Now
hopefully it's enjoyable.
We're gonna play one of yours and one of mine. One of yours, one of mine.
Okay.
I call this check this out.
Check this out. All right.
So I feel like everyone gets high. Everyone wants to fucking show off the fucking shit they find online. So I am going to see what is up with
Other than me. I'll click print, and we'll print it out. Now, while we're doing that, let me show you something really impressive.
No.
Oh, dude.
That picture, remember the picture of the horse I showed you earlier? Well, here it is, blown up.
Oh.
This is a big horse. Order now. You get the camera, you get the printer. 4x optical zoom. Snyder lens. Photo printer. SD card. Look at that horse.
Look at it.
The bushy tail, the big teeth, the hooves. Okay, my producer, Tara Cates, just told me this isn't a horse, it's a butterfly. Actually, it may in fact be a moth. But Look at what the zoom did. I mean, you can see
It
details.
may very well be a moth. Yo.
That is just the consummate professional right there, you know?
That is perfect.
He was told it was a horse. He ran with it, man. I mean, it's a 4x optical zoom.
The thing is, like, to not even talk shit, like, it was a very clear picture. It was a very, very clean picture that moments look would have been like, oh, here's a butterfly. Quite possibly a moth.
Yeah, at the end, you knew. He knew. Quite possibly a moth.
Dude,
I love that video.
See, that's one of my favorite. That's why I really was happy to do this segment, is because the internet is chock full of this shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I fucking hate those salesmen. They just like rip off old people all day.
Oh, yeah.
But god damn it, when you get to see people you hate fuck up,
Yeah.
it feels good.
It feels so good.
It feels so good. Now, I like, outside of porn, I like two kinds of videos really, so I wanted to make sure I prepared it. This first one, I'm gonna go with the harsh one so that we can ease up
Oh,
later.
shit. Okay.
So go ahead and press play. And don't worry, it's not going to be weird. We're going to have the video up here.
Here we go. It's like a dude pushing another dude. One dude looks a little bit bigger. Oh! Oh, you're going to show the video. I don't need to describe. Oh!
Oh! You just made me realize I need to do that.
Ooh. Yeah, that guy got rocked.
Rocked, bro. That is my I love fight videos. I watch too many of them. I have seen humans do disgusting things to each other, but when it's someone who fucks with somebody and then they get their ass beat,
Oh, yeah.
it feels so good.
Those are always the best.
Yo.
It's like that underdog story. Especially the ones where it's like, you look at the guy and you don't expect him to do what he does, and you're like, damn!
Yo, exactly. That dude was real little, like
He
especially
was.
compared to the other dude.
The other guy had some inches on him, for sure. For sure.
But he had the fucking eye of the tiger. I've only saw the thumbnail, and I'm really excited because I for sure have never seen this one, the
Okay.
second one.
Yeah.
So play.
I mean, just
Oh,
how it starts.
I fucking hate you, Matt. I hate you because I know what's about to happen next, and my stomach hurts already. No, you crazy fucking cracker. Why are white people so weird? I don't like it. Oh, I'm happy that he didn't. Actually, no, it would have been really cool if he died, but.
That'd be the normal videos that you and I watch.
Oh,
Yep.
see, I don't know how you somehow know this about me, but everyone makes fun of me. I do not have a fucking fear of heights. I have a
got real there
terror
a
for
second.
falling,
All right,
bro.
Johnny, it's cool, man.
There's a difference, and I hate it. And this motherfucker, because I can handle being up high in that goddamn air balloon, but this motherfucker's jumping off.
Jumping off it.
Oh, like he doesn't give a fuck about life. I don't like it. My
Right.
stomach hurts.
Just so carefree. Like, that must be nice.
It must be that nice to be carefree. It's like another thing I hate, like religion. I see religious people and I do get jealous. I think that's part of the reason I hate them.
It's like, man, you guys look like having so much fun.
I know, and then like I'm all, like
Look at your group of friends all meeting up together every Sunday. It's your Sunday thing.
not giving a fuck. You have the blueprint to figure everything out.
Yeah, I guess. You know?
I can hit my wife but still go to heaven. Done.
Yeah, just say a prayer, man.
Catholics, by the way. Sorry. But now this is my other favorite kind of videos.
Okay, I'm excited because a lot of the stuff that you send me is along the same vein of that first one.
Yeah. I watch a lot of people beating people up.
Dude, that face.
Yes,
I love that
dude.
face.
I
Yeah,
had no. Oh man, sorry, no you.
that's my jam. I like those kind of videos for sure.
Cause like the thing is obviously the face where he's like he kills it. Like it's the best version of that face. But the one that took me a bunch of watches to fucking really see is the one where he goes, "I'd hit."
Yeah.
Like it's perfect. Like he really got the head bob. He's like, "I'd hit," and
Yep.
bro.
That's me. Dude, so good.
See, I love. See, and like it's further proof that you don't have to be a good actor as much as if you can just find one role you're good at.
Yeah.
I mean, like the people in The Office are great, but they're like, you're not gonna go see Creed in a whole lot of shit. But Creed is so great for The Office.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
I totally get it. Absolutely. And like that's what's great about like the reels and like TikToks and stuff is like you can make these short little things and like you just be good at that one character and like that's all you need. And these people are just like having huge followings off of like one character. But I think it's because you can give people those bite-sized little moments. You know, you don't have to do these long 10-minute videos. You can just do something real quick like that.
And when the investment is just downloading an app, it's not like no one gets mad at a bad episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's one bad episode of X-Files 20 years ago, and everyone freaks out. I've been watching a lot of X-Files. That's why I was I just realized it was like oh yeah, we filmed this podcast in 1997, and
still relevant, right?
It's still great.
Just saw The Matrix at the theater the other day. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought maybe you were trying to make. Fuck you! God damn it! I knew you were doing a joke, and I still fucking fell for it. God damn it! Yeah, I'm retarded. Oh shit! I gotta beep that out.
Do you though? Do you have to beep out the N-word? Really?
Ah,
you're not
you
gonna
son
say
of
that?
a bitch! Ah, well.
What kind of show are we doing here? I thought I was coming over to have some
It was fun
fun.
filming my very first and last episode. This has been Smoke Sesh. God damn it.
He didn't say the N-word. I'm just kidding. Johnny wouldn't say that word with me around. Just kidding.
Oh man, I mean, I'll fucking tell you, like, listening to the amount of hip hop I listened to in my car got me real good and trained on that part.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, up and down. But
Yeah, that's why I was so surprised that everybody was so sad and like vocal about DMX. I'm like, do you listen to his music? Do you sing that in the car or what's up?
Fucking the thing that's also funny about DMX dying is, I guess there's not a lot of funny things about DMX dying.
Dude, I get to start with number one, baby. Let's go.
Well, the thing I found funny about DMX dying is he really was so like polarizing and so like, I mean, up front on a level that make Johnny Cash look fucking conservative, and people were just immediately like, "No, great job." I'm like, "Oh, all right. No one wants to talk about any rape. No, all right. We're done.
Look past that one, I guess.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Rest in peace. DMX.
DMX.
Barking at cats in heaven.
But it was kind of cool to see stories on Twitter that people had. Like, I guess he did a lot of random things for people, just like on airplanes and just like anytime he encountered fans, and like he would do very nice, generous things for them. And that was kind of cool to see that storyline for him. But like, I mean, the other stuff is still there too.
Yo.
It's this looming cloud, like.
And that's fucking trippy, bro. Like when, like, especially not even 20, like 10 years from now, when people like other celebrities die, there's gonna be like, look at their Instagram page from when they were 7.
Word.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's gonna be like that digital, like, I don't know, like yearbook or digital like locker footprint of people, you know, like all of our social media pages and stuff. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be real crazy. Because there's these kids now that grow up with it from day one. Like, it's just, you're gonna have their whole entire life like in electronic format.
I'm so happy that MySpace is basically there's no record of it.
Yeah, dude, for real. Oh my
nothing.
God.
I'm so fucking free, and that's
code in HTML.
Being a part of the real beginning of it really gave us a real easy out. It's like almost like there was a nerd out there that's like, look, I'm just gonna delete MySpace, and in 10 years, everyone's gonna be really stoked about it. And thank God that motherfucker did it.
Oh man, but those are the good old days, man. MySpace. Now look what Facebook became.
God, Facebook's so gross now.
It's the new MySpace.
Yeah. But Matt,
yeah,
there's a real reason I want you here. Like I mentioned, I find the stoner world very interesting, and that's a big reason why I mean, my whole life is gonna be weed now. Like I'm buckled in now, and I want to hear about different types of stoners. Now that we had a little fun, chitty chat, how do you balance being a stoner and being a father? Because I'm watching my mouth on this one. There's a lot of people I get pissed off. But you were the first person I ever met who I knew before fatherhood as a stoner and was still able to transition into fatherhood as someone who smokes weed.
Yeah. it never. I guess I never really stopped smoking, and I think that did bug Vanessa a little bit. Vanessa is, my girlfriend, mother of my child. It did bother her at first, right? Just because she thought that, like, there was that whole stigma with smoking weed, like, oh, once you're a parent, you need to grow up. You can't do that. Like, that's not, you're an adult now. And it's like, well, I know, but I still enjoy it. I still, like the benefits that I get from it. And, especially being a father so young, I think that was another thing that was challenging too, is, like, I was on the verge of turning 21 when my daughter was born. So I was still, very much like a kid, I couldn't even go to the bar yet.
Weed wasn't legal?
Weed was not legal at that time. Like, I was buying it from you. And
I sold a lot of weed.
well, I could do it legally now, which is awesome. This is great.
So now she can't bug you. No, I'm just kidding.
But it was tough, and I think I was able to continue and, like, ease her fears and calm her a little bit, because I was still getting shit done, like, I was still going to work, I was still providing, I was still, there and present, I wasn't just, like, sitting around smoking, ignoring my daughter all day, every day.
Yeah.
So, like, when she saw that, like, okay, like, you're still the same person, you're still, doing a great job, helping raise our daughter, like, then I don't care if you smoke. And I think for me, what's been successful in that whole thing is just kind of, I know I do it when it's appropriate. It's not like I'm just sitting around, while she's in the kitchen doing her homework. I'm just lighting up or hitting the bong,
Just rolling up a backwood real quick.
When it's in the house, like, we kind of keep it to just, like, vape pens or edibles, like, we're real discreet about it. Like, we still have, bongs and things like that, but we wait till, like, she goes to bed or whatever for that. So that is one thing I was thinking about, when you told me you wanted to talk about stoner dads, is, like, I would say that I don't necessarily, like, fully hide it from her, or that I'm ashamed of it or anything like that, but we're not loud about it in front of her, we don't really smoke in front of her. Like, we'll smoke and be around her, like, we'll be high around her all the time, like, but we're not, like, hitting the bong or anything. I think in that sense we're kind of cognizant of our role as a parent,
Yeah.
But there will be a day where we'll transition and we'll be, upfront with her. But I think that she's smart enough to know, especially because there's been several times where she's just like, "This smells funny." We're like we just hit the Puffco, like, guilty, like, oh,
that's daddy.
I think Vanessa was like, "Oh, it's a skunk. There's a skunk outside or something."
Yo, my aunt.
Yeah, dude, right? Classic skunk.
So, like, I'm like 16, 17, and it's Thanksgiving, and my aunt, that's when I spoke with her for the first time, and she looked at me and she goes, I used to, like, trick you all the time. And I'm like, what do you mean? So my aunt lived in this apartment, and then behind the apartment was just woods, and she's so fucking, like, broke. She could afford weed, but she's so fucking broke that she didn't even have, like, lighters, so she would even turn the oven on to light her joints.
Oh, shit.
And apparently that's when I would go, Sherry, that skunk's back. And she's just like, you better go find it. And I'd be like, I'm going to get that son of a bitch. And I would go into the woods looking for this skunk. And the best part is, obviously, I'm this little fucking kid who doesn't realize my aunt's just getting high in front of me. But, like, also that, like, the end goal was to get sprayed. At the end of, like, I was, yeah, I'm too stupid. And then also she's telling me, like, what if there was this is Washington, skunks are here.
Yeah,
it was the woods. I don't know exactly, but
it's believable.
It is. And and then I'll never forget, I was in, like, high school, and I smelled, we're in gym class, we could smell people getting high outside, and I'm like, man, it smells like a skunk. Like, yeah, weed smells like a skunk. And I was like, Sherry?
You
Like,
put it together, like,
but, like, actually, and that kind of ties in with something that I always thought about, because, like, I have no plans to be a pop anytime soon, but, you get high, you think of things, and, like, I'm with you, man, because I feel like if I was a father, I would still want to get high in ways that it's like, yeah, like, if my daughter's doing homework, I should stay sober. But if it's just, like, Saturday and we're watching cartoons, I might step outside real quick.
Yeah.
And I always thought that even though I wouldn't necessarily hide it from my kid, I feel like there's a difference visually of, like, seeing your dad smoke a joint versus, like, rip a bong. And there's nothing wrong with ripping a bong, but you know what I mean? Like, do you feel that too, or?
Yeah, I do feel like also, the device that I use probably will have an impact on like her interpretation of what it is to smoke weed or to be a stoner. You know, like I'm not about to be doing knife hits and iron lungs and shit.
Yo.
While we're watching, you know, Saturday morning cartoons. You know, like I think there's like appropriate ways to do it, you know, and like when to do it.
Daddy, why do you put knives in the oven coils? Daddy, let's get high.
Yeah, like you're about to see some shit. But you know, like, so I'm not gonna be super obvious about it. But like, if we go to the zoo, I'm probably gonna have an edible, you know, when I'm there.
Yeah.
And
going to the zoo sober sounds terrible. Nah, it's not terrible. The zoos are awesome, but I mean, like, just a little buzz.
yeah, you know, I know when it's appropriate. You know, like when it's okay to be smoking and when it's okay not to be smoking. And I think, you know, she's gonna get to an age where she'll be old enough to understand, and then I won't have to necessarily hide it. I don't want to say that I hide it, but I definitely do keep it kind of separate from my interactions with her.
Yeah. There's like maybe I'm not even smart enough, but like there's a level of being concealed with it. Like there's a just like does she know that you smoke weed?
I think I've never told her flat out. Like we've never had that conversation, so I can't say definitively yes. But I think I think she's smart. I think she knows that, like, that's not a skunk. Like, mommy and daddy are smoking. Mommy and daddy are getting high.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she understands. Excuse me. That beer. Burping.
Yeah, Rainier will do that.
I don't know if she understands necessarily, like, what being high is.
Uh-huh.
Like, friends will come over and, like, they'll joke about it. We'll joke about it. She knows what marijuana is. Like, she's smart in that sense. And she's seen us drunk, and she's definitely seen me at my worst when I've been drunk. So
damn.
So I think...
Can we put a pin in that story, Bobby? Remember.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I think if she's seen me, like, really high, I think she would... I don't know. I think she would think that I looked a lot better, or I acted a lot better than I did when I was drunk. Because it was pretty bad. I'm pretty ashamed to say, like, what I did, you know, and, like, my behavior in front of her. It's definitely something that wasn't my proudest moment.
Oh, shit.
But, you know, we'll drink in front of her, so, like, why hide it, you know? But I feel like, I don't know why, but, like, the magic number might be 13. I think at that point I might just be like, okay, well, here's the deal, you know? Because it's not like I necessarily smoke it just to, like, smoke and get stoned. Like, it definitely helps me with, like, anxiety and stuff like that. Like, it's definitely been a big help for me in that regard. So I do want to explain to her, like, yeah, there's some benefits for me doing this. It's not like I'm just doing it just to have a good time. Like, it definitely helps calm me down and relax me, and, you know, there are some good aspects to it. And I'll have that conversation with her. I just think right now, maybe not necessarily yet. I don't think she's fully ready yet.
Yeah. I just, especially, one thing that makes you real lucky is that now that weed's legal, like, it really does. I mean, like, I grew up watching my father drink. He wasn't an alcoholic or anything, which is, you know, good. But, like, I remember watching my dad come home and open up a beer. And this is why I love talking to someone who has a kid, because, like, I feel like it's one of those, like, you have to laugh at people so often who don't have kids, who, like, tell you your plans of what they're going to do when they have kids. Because, like, you're like, okay. But, like, I always thought about it, like, yeah, like, why should I necessarily care if she or he sees me, like, puff a joint or something real quick when I'm outside? Definitely stay away from them, but, you know. And then also I thought, like, I'll just tell my kid around 13, like, look, if you just don't smoke weed until you're 18 and you really fucking want to, I'll buy you an ounce. Like, just finish high school and shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, like, marijuana didn't make me dumb, but there was a correlation between marijuana, starting smoking weed, and my grades going down. There was a definite correlation between those two.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that for sure. Because, oh man, I think my first exposure to it, and maybe this might be why I feel like 13 is a magic number, but my first exposure to it was definitely when I was 13, like right around the time I turned 13. Somebody offered it to me, and I was just like, oh, no, I'm good. Like, I'd never had it before, and I definitely didn't want that to be the first time, because it was some, like, makeshift pipe out of, like hardware. It looked almost like fucking, like, spigots, like, for faucets or whatever.
Okay,
It was like a piece of metal, and it was just like, this doesn't look like anything I want to do right now.
Nah.
And my buddy was just like, oh, I thought you smoked. I'm like, nah, I'd probably give off that vibe, but I don't.
I'm not trying to hit out of your fucking steampunk pipe.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Is that that was the first time anyone offered you weed?
Yeah, that was the first time,
Okay.
and it was like right after I moved to
Damn,
Washington.
13, you're lucky. I was super young. I got scared as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was behind the Olympic View across the street. And so the cool kids were, rest in peace, Lalu. But like Lalu, G, Mike, like all those guys, they were the fucking cool kids, man. And I was, wow, this is going to sound really lonely. I was behind the school shooting a basketball into the basketball hoop by myself. And they were sitting on a bench back here, and I smelled something strange. And I looked over, and they saw me look over, and I just went back to missing a basketball hoop. And all of a sudden, I hear, no, fuck it, I'm going to offer it. And all of a sudden, G walks over, and he goes, do you want to hit this? And I'm like 4th or 5th grade.
Oh, dang.
And I'll never forget my reaction. Just no words, just turned around and walked home. I was too terrified to say yes or no.
Right?
Oh, man.
Wow. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, my daughter's, like, she's at that age. Like, she knows what it is, I'm sure. I'm sure she does.
And there's probably even kids getting high already at her age, man. Like, that's what's weird.
She's a kid of the internet, man. She loves the internet, and she, I don't know, she reminds me of, like, me when I was that age. Like, definitely love the internet. But I think she's smart enough to, like, understand what it is. But I think that Vanessa and I, we live, like, we give her a good example, I think, more than anything. And I think that's why I'm all right with it, because we're still living our lives, and we're not, like, letting it be a hindrance to, like, success or being a good parent, you know? Like, it's just something that we enjoy doing, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You can be a parent, you can smoke weed and have a kid. Like, it doesn't make you any less of a parent, you know? It's not the weed that makes you a bad parent, it's you, you know? Like, it's your attitude, your behaviors, the way you act and treat your kid. Like, whether you have weed or not, if you're a shitty parent, you're a shitty parent. Maybe smoking weed just makes you a little bit more shitty, but I don't think it's the weed that's gonna make you a shitty parent, you know?
I like that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you be bummed if she didn't want to smoke weed at all? She's like, no.
I wouldn't be bummed. I would support it. You know, I'm not gonna force her. Just like, you know,
Wouldn't be like fucking nerd.
Yeah, just like I have friends right now. Like, if they don't smoke weed, I'm not gonna force them. Like,
Oh, I do. I put weed in their like food and don't tell them.
And other things.
Sometimes you gotta drug your friends. That's how you know you're friends with someone, if you can drug them and they don't get mad at you.
yeah, you're just like, you know, you want to ride the pony one more time. Come
Like,
on, man.
God.
Come on. You were so much fun when we smoked. Like, nah, I can.
You've been losing weight. You look great. Like,
Fuck you. Come have some Funyuns and smoke this.
yeah. Funny.
I have friends that don't smoke weed anymore, but I grew up smoking weed with them all the time, you know, and I get it. I don't force them or pressure them to smoke. It would be fun. Like, I would enjoy the hell out of it, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. So if she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't want to do it. But
No.
I think enough of my family, like, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but enough of my family, whether they're immediate or not, they partake, and, you know, we have a good time together, and it's kind of our secret little thing every Thanksgiving and stuff like that. But because my family, they were, like, we grew up with religious parents. So
Oh, okay.
before I was born, my dad was definitely a party animal. Like, he is known for being an alcoholic, and definitely.
And for you Live from the Broken Hammer fans, you know that Matt's dad has a great penis. It comes up a lot.
Yeah, and it's one of those situations where, you know, how they always say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Well, this is
Alright.
not true for me. My apple is way up high in that tree, just rotting away while crows pick at it.
An even better layup than I thought. I thought you were about to get a good, like, check it out. But
No.
nah, I liked it.
You know, everyone wishes
Making fun of your wiener.
everyone wishes they could have their daddy's dick, but at the end of the day, some people just aren't, you know, built for it.
Phrasing.
Oh, take that as you will.
More people have seen my dad's dick than my dick. That dude.
Amen, brother.
Oh, man. Now, we have a lot of fun in store, but we are going to take a quick commercial break.
All right, let's hear from these sponsors.
Open sponsorships.
It's probably gonna be me. I'll sponsor you.
Give me $5.
Hell yeah.
Done.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm the sponsor.
And we're back.
I was just about to ask, like, should I be looking at the camera or should I be looking at you?
Oh,
Like,
no, this is
I don't
us.
know what to look
Don't
at.
fucking worry about that.
The
This
camera
is us.
doesn't exist. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
That was weird. No, but hey, we're back, and a little smoke break. I just want to dive into some questions, my man. I am ready for answers. Now, Stoner Strain. This is just a real easy question.
Let's
I
hear it.
call you a stoner father.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of stoner do you consider yourself?
Oh, goodness. Ooh. Wow, that's a great question.
Thank you.
Damn, that's really making me think. Cause I think, you know what's weird in a very weird way is that when I smoke, I very much enjoy being alone.
Okay.
I can be alone comfortably. Like I can, I don't know, read a book or play a video game or like clean the house, and like I don't need anybody around me, and I'm good. Like I could just I can have my own little day. I don't know. I
Okay.
enjoy a little me time.
You're a solo dolo stoner.
Yeah, I think so. I
Yeah.
think so. But I don't know. I guess I would say I definitely am a person who likes to smoke to enhance things and kind of make things more fun, you know?
Okay.
I like to put a little spice, if you know what I mean.
No, I fucking dig it because, like, you know, smoking weed is such a social thing. It's so fun to just, like, be able to pass a blunt back and forth. But there's something about, like, especially when you roll something up. Like, you're by yourself, you roll up all your own weed, you make it as fat as you want it, and then you smoke, you stop, it's all you. I get it. It's very soothing and relaxing.
I guess that's what I would say. I like that. I like to smoke to relax,
Yeah,
definitely. But I also like to smoke for events. If I'm going to a sporting event, if I'm gonna go to the movie theater, like I like to get a little stoned, you know?
If first of all, if food is worth paying money for, it is worth getting high before.
Oh, absolutely.
I have eaten so many room temperature meals because of this. Like, dude, if I'm paying to see a movie, what? Sober? Never. Not in my life. And that is why picking your fucking movie tickets or your seats at the theater is one of the greatest inventions for stoners before theaters were no longer a thing.
Absolutely.
Like, because I remember when it happened, and I remember being like, I don't know, I kind of like going there early, but then I'm like, no, I smoke weed now. Like, fuck that shit. I want to get high as shit until that fucking movie starts, and then run in like a crazy person and sit down.
Right? Like, I don't gotta wait in line. I'm not gonna wait in line. I reserved my seat. My
This
seat
isn't
is
Russia.
reserved. Yeah.
No lines.
I'm gonna come in, like, right at the last minute, you know, like, right when the trailers are starting. I don't need to see that.
I do like the trailer. You sneak snacks in.
Ices though, you can't sneak in fucking icy.
He's
Yeah.
got a point.
I've seen people, oh my god.
Slurpees are better, but
I hate to just derail that whole question that you just asked, but I do have to say, working at the movie theater, did you see people try to sneak in crazy food?
all the time.
I saw people that straight up, no shame, like 2 large pizzas in a box, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then I saw the best. Somebody had like a whole KFC meal. Like they had the bucket of chicken and the sides. Like they were ready to go eat some fucking chicken in the movie theater. We're just like, can't do that.
They're like, you can't bring this in. Fine, it sits outside the movie theater. No, because I'll never forget, because one of my favorite fucking shows, Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
The episode where Charlie brings his spaghetti into the movie
dude,
theater.
yeah.
I saw someone had lasagna in their purse.
Oh my god.
I couldn't fucking believe it. But then that wasn't... I almost got myself canceled. We're going to move on to another question.
You almost dropped another hard R.
No, I almost... fuck it. So, when I was working at the movie theater, so I'm very tall,
Yeah.
and I'm very hungover, and I'm staring off into the distance, because at this movie theater, it's in the middle of a mall, and in front of you is just the very center of the mall and a clock. So you're just a hungover teenager staring at a clock, waiting for your day to end. And all of a sudden I heard... And I looked down, and it's a little person. And I just went, oh. And he went, yeah. And I was like, theater 8 to your left. Like, what do you fucking do at that point? I was wrong, you know?
Yeah.
I almost said the M word, which YouTube doesn't allow. And I'm going to start making sure I say M word so I don't get blamed for an N word. Oh, man. Now, my next question, and Bobby, I would love to hear your answer to these next questions too, my dude. Producer Bobby's. And, okay. What is something that marijuana has changed your mind about?
Man, you are coming with some heat. What are we on Hot Ones over here? Sean Evans?
I actually wanted this to do like some sort of like dab thing, but then that's already a thing, so I don't want to rip it off.
Oh, gosh. What was the question one more time? Sorry.
What has marijuana changed? What is something that marijuana has changed your mind about?
There's a lot of things. Wow. I could really go a couple ways with it, but I don't know, like,
Go with your heart.
I'm gonna listen to your heart. We get some Celine Dion. Can we get clearance for that? Can we get clearance? Can we get clearance? So it makes me think about just the social constructs that are built around what is criminalized and why it's criminalized is absolutely ridiculous. Like, in the grand scheme of things, these rules that we abide by are put in place by somebody, and it's like, does everybody really feel that way? Is that a unanimous thought? Like, and then the people that get punished for it, you think about the people that are in jail for low-level, non-violent drug offenses, right?
Yeah.
And then you think about the states that are legalizing marijuana, and then they don't like let them out of jail and like remove it from the records. Like, they're still living with that burden on them, and it's like, that shouldn't be a thing. Like, how that's
Right?
not fair. Like, if that's why they're in jail and you made it legal, like, let them out. Like, that's not right. So I just think when it comes to weed, like, people associate weed as like a Schedule 1 fucking drug,
Yeah.
and they shouldn't. And I think a lot of people have suffered, and that just in the greater, bigger picture, then you look at other areas of society, that the social construct about like what's right and what's wrong is kind of dumb. So it's more than just weed. It's like it's a big picture, but weed kind of helped me think big picture, you know? Because my whole life, you know, we kind of grew up at the tail end of the Just Say No and like the Dare. Did you ever have Dare? Was that ever a thing for you?
Yeah, they tricked us by pretending to be like jump rope people and like yo-yo people, but they're just like doing yo-yos like, don't smoke weed. Well, I'm gonna walk the dog.
Those yo-yos were fucking cool.
If you want to be this cool at jump rope, you can't get high. Like,
Right, so that's what we grew up with, and it's
Yeah.
like, why couldn't you just have like, why couldn't they sit down?
it's super worked, is why. It's super worked.
It worked, and it's because that's what they thought society should be, and it's like, now we know that that's not the case, man. Like, item 9 is the bee's knees, man.
It's the bee's knees.
We gotta be taking this to the streets, man.
Damn it. And this is why I had you on, because this is such a perfect example to show how much of a better person you are than me, because all of that was a profound moment and probably the best part of this podcast so far. And I'm going to let you in on how I came up with this question.
Yeah.
I used to hate Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and then I smoked weed and I liked it.
Dude, and that's why I hesitated. Oh my
I was-
god.
You're such a better person than me. I watched this show about food and I didn't get it, and then I got high and I got it.
Yo.
And you're just that's how I came up with this question. I had never in my life thought it would introduce
That's
one
what
of the
happens.
more real statements I've ever heard about criminalizing marijuana and decriminalizing marijuana. I love you, man. You're a good dude.
And that's what happens when you make me smoke indicas, man, on the breaks. I get all fucking high in the sky, apple pie shit over here. But that's why I hesitated so much when you asked me that question.
No, dude.
Because
you
I was
killed
like,
it.
where could I go with this? I could go with this in so many ways, because I can think about, I hated the movie Hot Rod. I thought it was dumb as shit. And then I smoked weed and watched it at home. No, I did watch it in the theater again, but I smoked weed before, and I thought it was genius. And to this day, I appreciate it. And weed definitely changed my mind about that. I'll tell you what weed didn't change my mind about. Cottage cheese, don't like it.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Reverse.
No, don't like yogurt.
Okay.
Not a fan. I still don't like mayo. I don't know. I lose a lot of people with that one.
I'm not anti mayo, But like mayonnaise, sour cream, and cream cheese
Yep.
are something that are great in small doses, and people just go fucking nuts for it, and I
Not for
can't
me.
get behind.
I can do it like, you know, mixed in with some things, you know, where it's kind of like hidden, where it's not just like, I don't know, maybe it's a texture thing, but I don't know. That's one thing we didn't change. I'll tell you that.
I will agree with you on that shit. Yo, Bobby, what about you, my man?
What did weed change for me? See, now I'm caught in between because I can say, oh, it made Taco Bell so much better,
Ooh,
but
that it does.
Yeah.
I don't know. It made a lot of things way more enjoyable. You know, like
Oof.
just like regular things,
Mm.
like cleaning. Cleaning is so much more fun when you're absolutely high out of your mind.
100%.
Yes, I forget to
That is
dust
true.
certain spots.
But I listen.
Fucking miss
But
a
n-
spot on my table, but that's okay.
It's fun. I got stuff to do later, you know?
I got stuff to do later. Listen to some music, just put on some tunes, and just.
All
Made
right.
video games great again.
Yep.
Now, this question, I'll explain this question before, too. So, this question came to me because, like, sometimes I feel like the fucking unicorn of weed smokers. Like, you know how people, like, did you get high the first time you smoked weed?
I like to say that I did not. The people that I was with were pointing and laughing at me a lot and saying that I was so stoned, and I did not feel like I was any different. I didn't think I was acting any different, but they seemed so convinced that I was stoned. And so
Now, there's an interesting take.
I don't think that I was, but they swear up and down, and they were like saying that based off of the way that I was talking, and I was like, all right, well, maybe, but I didn't feel like.
But
I
I
was
mean,
stoned.
like, but you've been high now, so, like, do you feel like in that moment maybe you were just being trying to get you to think you were?
Maybe.
Because that's also a weird stoner thing that people will do, like, oh, look, you're so high. And I'm like, I mean, I'm high, but, like, not enough to be freaked out by this bullshit.
Dude, that's really true, especially like early on when you first start smoking.
Yeah.
Because the thrill of like, oh my god, I'm high. Are you high? Like, are you feeling it? Like, everybody's like, yeah, I'm feeling it, you know? And like, you know, over time, you just know what it feels like. So you don't really, man, let's bring that back. Let's get that giddy little rush back. Are you stoned? Do you feel it? Look at you, you're so high.
I really do miss the I got 5 on it days. Like, going to Dean's house and everyone reached in their wall. I got 5. Meeting Johnny Hernandez down at Knudsen.
That was the first time I ever got it. I was at Dean's house
Yo.
in the
Fucking
bathroom.
can't feel my legs and shit. Now, this next question is my favorite one. Now, you kind of brought it up a little bit earlier, but if you could use, because marijuana does affect memory, if you could use marijuana to remove one memory, what would it be?
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see what you're
So it
saying.
doesn't get rid of it, but it ain't your problem anymore.
Oh boy, to get rid of one memory? No, Johnny, that's a hard question too.
People are just like, hey, remember that time you punched your mom? You're like, huh?
My brother did
What?
on accident. It was a horrible.
Well, I'm happy the word accident was in there.
But he definitely punched her, and it was like around.
He was like, this
Thanksgiving.
turkey's burned! I was
It was like
like,
around Thanksgiving. I forgot what the situation was, but he definitely clocked her. It was hilarious, but sad.
she's okay. She just got a little drool from it. It's not a big deal.
Oh man, people are gonna think that I'm just blowing smoke up your ass, but like,
Which is what we're going to do after this episode.
oh, we're taking another break
You get way higher.
again.
It's after this question, bro.
Dude, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's a little cliche or maybe it's just a little whatever, but it's to get rid of one memory, like that's asking you to think deep and like identify something that, like, I don't know, hurts you the most or is like the most painful. And it's like, but those experiences I think kind of help contribute to like who I am and what my personality is like now.
Whew.
So it's
I
like,
can think of a pretty painful experience that wouldn't be too bad to forget, though.
dude, but like, fuck, I don't know. There's a couple times where I've like just been, I don't know, sitting on the couch and might have sharded once or twice, and it's like Gabby might have been home, you know? So it's like, how do you navigate that situation to like clean yourself and take care of the situation while not trying to like alert your daughter that you just shit your pants, you know?
I'd imagine slowly.
right? You just wait for the right moment. She's up in her room. She might be in the bathroom. It's just like, all right, this is my go.
Oh no, you had to sit in your doo-doo for a little bit.
You're taking a shower again? You know, like...
Oh my god, just sitting in your own poo-poo.
Nah, dude, I don't know what I would erase. I really don't. I don't know. That's a hard one.
What about that drunk moment?
All right, that might be one. That might be one. That one was pretty rough. I say I forgot, but like I was probably hanging out with Ryan. Let's be real. I was probably hanging out at Ryan's house.
That man drinks.
Got too drunk. Vanessa had to come pick me up, and she decided that she was going to bring our daughter along for the ride. And boy, I was really drunk. I was like blackout drunk. Like I don't even remember going to the McDonald's drive-thru, but we went to the McDonald's drive-thru, and the way I remember it,
Every great drunk story has this addendum.
or from what I may have been told or led to believe, I was yelling at the employee at McDonald's because they said the F word, and I got really upset that they said the F word in front of my daughter. I don't know why. I don't remember. I'm drunk. I was blackout drunk. And
Why the fuck would you fucking cuss in front of my fucking daughter, you fuck?
Do you cuss in front of your dog?
that is what I said verbatim. That is what I said verbatim. And then I find later that I was not yelling at the McDonald's employee. I was yelling at Vanessa. So it was not my proudest moment, man. It was not, because she witnessed that. And I feel awful about that. And, you know, I was really bummed. But I'll tell you what, I've never done that smoking weed. I'll fall asleep before I ever behave that way.
Man.
So yeah, I guess you could say that's one that I definitely want to remove from the books.
See, there's not a lot of... Oh, actually, no, there's a little growth from that, but nothing that you couldn't live without. And you know what? You opened up in a way. I was actually... I'll share both of them. I'll share the one I was going to share, and I'll share the one that is a big ouchie. The one I was going to share was the time that I saw the
Your
movie...
dad's dick.
There's too many of those to forget.
We've been hanging out at
he-
a lot.
My father, he takes his fashion advice from Donald Duck.
There we go.
Yeah.
No pants.
But no. So I was going to talk about the time, ironically, also sharded. I saw the movie... I saw the movie Troy in theaters with my friends, and I sharded like halfway through, and it's a long movie. And they could smell it after a while, and I had to pretend it was like the person in front of me because I didn't want to miss the movie, or like get up and have like doo-doo stains in my chair, you know, because it was a big one. And I had to wait for them to leave. Like I just like to read the credits. I'm like 13. I like to read the credits. And so that's what I was gonna share. But you opened up pretty good, so I was gonna. This is one I had in the
I'm
vault.
sorry for stealing your shart thunder.
No, we all shart.
We all shart.
I've shot
Viewers, listeners, send us your comments. Tell us about your shart story.
Send us your shart videos,
You could also, you know,
Sounds.
yeah,
sound bites.
sound bites. I will put that. I'll
All
make a theme
sharts.
song with sharts.
all sharts. That's what we
Uh,
want. Whatever you got, send them.
but the real oopsie daisy to open up was I was in Florida. I was seeing this chick, and there was a pregnancy scare, and then it didn't happen. And she looked at me and she goes, "Phew." And I go, "What?" And she goes, "I just don't think I could have a kid that looks like you."
Ooh.
I mean, you're
Boy.
ginger. What do you expect?
It gets funnier as time goes on, though. I laugh at it. Is that too dark? I saw your face like kind of lower a little bit.
No, because I just want to fight her now. I'm just kidding. Man.
She's Hispanic. You don't want to do that, buddy.
No, thank you.
They have claws, literally. I think it's genetic. It got racist.
Timestamp on that one.
Didn't say the N-word, but did offend the Hispanics. So I want to just say thank you. And to say thank you, Bobby, could you please hand me the gift bag, my man?
Ooh.
Please give it to our fine guest here,
There's
Matt.
glass in here.
Ooh, thank you.
Now, you
Am
remember
as hot
I
as Vanna
asked...
White or not?
It was very Vanna White. Except we need to get you a
Oh,
good dress.
shit.
So I got you...
Oh, my God.
I got you a couple things, my man.
Yes,
So
you
I asked
did.
you about the weed you like. So in the smoke sesh jar, I have some Tropic Haze.
Oh, what?
And in the red herring jar, I got you some Puget Sound Lopez. It's pretty much the opposite. This is nighttime shit. And then I got you some joint tubes, both smoke session, red herring, my man. But then I got you
that's dope
a little
as
collection of
shit.
my favorite
That's so
getting
cool.
high like snacks and
Oh,
treats.
dude, and stickers.
And
yes.
stickers. I forgot. How did I forget about stickers?
Dude,
Yeah, man.
what a great dude. You didn't have to do all this now.
I don't. That's why it's called a gift, stupid.
Dude, thank you. Fuck, man, that's so awesome.
Absolutely,
That
man.
is so cool. Like,
Thank you very much for being my first guest. I really couldn't be happier.
boy, I am very happy to be here. That was a lot of fun. I could keep going. I'm sorry. You got me all riled up.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I'll be honest, man. You got me thinking about how long I want to make these because we're right around like 45 minutes, I believe.
It's like, Johnny's just pointing to a wall. There's nobody over there.
Yeah, we're right about an hour 45.
Oh, shit.
Well, I'm very high because apparently I am just talking to a fucking wall. Matt, I love you. We just
Love
gotta
you
get
too,
a
man.
pic. We just gotta get a picture together. Is all.
Yeah, for
you can
sure.
you can keep your shirt on or off. It's your decision.
Nice.
I'll do whatever you do.
It's probably going to be off.
I love you, man.
I love you too, dude.
All right, let's roll the ball.
They are so beautiful, we want them with us.
That was fun.
Stop them. Raining. Beautiful, stop raining. Stop them raining. They are so beautiful, we want them with us. Stop them. Raining.